ഹോട്ടലിലെത്തി. ഹോട്ടലിലെ പേര് ലൊക്കാണ്ട പിരമിഡ് വ്യൂസ്. നല്ല വ്യൂ ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടെന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. സോ നമ്മൾ ഹോട്ടലെത്തി. ഞാൻ ഹോട്ടലിലെ വീഡിയോ കാണിച്ചില്ലേ. സോ ഇതാണ് നമ്മൾ ഹോട്ടൽ. അങ്ങനെ എന്താ, സോറി അതിൻ്റെ പേര് ഞാൻ മറന്നുപോയി. സോ ഞങ്ങൾ ഹോട്ടലെത്തി. ഞാൻ ഒന്ന് ഫ്രഷായി. സോ ഇനി നമ്മൾ നമ്മുടെ സ്ഥലത്തിലോട്ട് പോവാണ്. പിരമിഡിൻ്റെ അവിടെ. സോ നമ്മൾ ബ്രേക്ക്ഫാസ്റ്റ് കഴിച്ചില്ല. ഇവിടെ 10 AM ആണ്. സോ യു ഹാവ് ടു ഈറ്റ് ദ ബ്രേക്ക്ഫാസ്റ്റ്. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് നമ്മൾ പോവാണ്. സോ ലെറ്റ്സ് ഈറ്റ് ദ ബ്രേക്ക്ഫാസ്റ്റ് ആൻഡ് വി വിൽ ഗോ. സോ മേളിൽ നല്ല അടിപൊളി പിരമിഡ് വ്യൂ ഉണ്ട്. ഞാൻ കണ്ടു. ബട്ട് ഐ വിൽ ഷോ യു ഗൈസ്. ഓക്കെ, വെയിറ്റ്, ഞാൻ കാണിച്ചു. പക്ഷെ നമുക്ക് ഫസ്റ്റ് നമ്മൾ എവിടെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ബ്രേക്ക്ഫാസ്റ്റ് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് നമ്മൾ പോകുവാണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഗൈസ് ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ബ്രേക്ക്ഫാസ്റ്റ്. നല്ല അടിപൊളി ബ്രേക്ക്ഫാസ്റ്റാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ നിന്ന് കഴിക്കുകയാണ്. ഇനി കുറച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് 10:30 ആകുമ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് പോകണം. സോ യാ, നമുക്ക് കഴിച്ച് നോക്കിയിട്ട് പറയാം. നമ്മൾ ബ്രേക്ക്ഫാസ്റ്റ് കഴിച്ചിട്ട് ബ്രേക്ക്ഫാസ്റ്റ് ഇസ് ഗുഡ്. നമ്മളിനി എന്താണ് നമ്മൾ ഇനി ഗൈഡ് വന്നു. സോ നമ്മൾ നമ്മുടെ സ്ഥലത്തോട്ട് പോകണം.
Before that's yours.
Okay, thank you.
After we're done in Saqqara, we will come here again to visit Giza pyramids. This will also include lunch. Okay, that will be maybe between or when we finish. We will see also during the middle of the day. Okay, so from where you are?
India.
And the first time for you here in Egypt?
Yes.
Super. How you found Egypt? Like what you would expect?
Actually we came from now Aswan.
From where? Aswan. Oh, Upper Egypt.
Yes.
Aswan, my favorite place.
Really?
My fiancé originally from there, so it's a piece of my heart.
Yeah. We found difference in lecture Aswan. Now we experience Cairo.
Hello friends, നമ്മൾ സക്കാറ. സോ യാ, അപ്പോൾ നമ്മളൊന്ന് വെളിയിൽ ഇറങ്ങട്ടെ, എന്നിട്ട് ഞാൻ കാണിച്ചു തരാം. ഓക്കെ, ജസ്റ്റ് വെയിറ്റ്.
Giza city, the third largest city in Egypt after Cairo and Alexandria. We are here around 17 kilometers from the center of Giza city. And this area here, it was used as a necropolis. You know what does necropolis mean? Necropolis means area used to bury the mummies, like tombs. So this area here, it was used as a necropolis. It started from 3rd dynasty till the Coptic period. So very fast, let me give you brief about all of our history. We have 30 ancient Egyptian dynasties. Then we have Greeks and Roman period. Then we have Coptic period. Then Islamic period. Then new history, finally the modern history. Ignore new and modern, okay? So we have 30 ancient, Greeks and Roman, Coptic and Islamic. So this area here, it was used as a necropolis. It started from 3rd dynasty till the Coptic period. So we have 30 ancient Egyptian dynasties buried here, all of the Greeks and Roman buried here, and all of the Coptic. So under all of this land, there are tombs. We are here walk above mummies. And by the way, here is not allowed to make even hole by your hand. Because if you did, 100% you will discover something new. As I told you before, like 9 months recently, we found more than 700 new tombs. Can you imagine? 700?
Yeah.
2 weeks before, just 2 weeks, we found 5 new tombs. Do you see the tent? Here. We found 5 tombs. They like the tombs of the royals. Normal. Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, New Kingdom, Greeks, Roman, Coptic.
ഇതെല്ലാം കേട്ടല്ലേ. നോക്കട്ടെ.
That's not alabaster, that's a stone. Alabaster stone. No, that's limestone, but feels like alabaster.
അലബാസ്റ്റർ അല്ല, ലൈംസ്റ്റോൺ സാധനമാണ്. അലബാസ്റ്റർ കേട്ടായിരുന്നു നമ്മള്.
So guys, after you enter from the enclosure wall, you will find in front of you 20 pair of columns. 20 column here, 20 over there. Between each 2 columns, there is antechamber, small room. While I'm standing right now, there was a small statues for the gods of local Egypt. So hold on, what does mean? Do you know how many cities we have inside Egypt now? Cities. Like Cairo, Alexandria, Luxor, Aswan, do you know the total number?
Cities, huh?
No, we have 27 cities.
Seven cities.
27. That's now. During the ancient time, originally, we would have 40 cities. 20 city Upper Egypt.
20 city, lower Egypt.
Perfect. The surprise here, for each city there was different local god. The god who worshipped in Cairo, totally different from the god who worshipped in Luxor, totally different from the god who worshipped in Aswan, totally different from the god who... So we would have 40 different local gods. Those are just the local. And we have supreme gods like Amun-Ra, like Aton, and we have protective gods like Hathor-Kaut, like Bastet, like Anubis-Jakin, like Horus-Balkon. So we would have supreme gods, protective gods, and local gods. Just the local 40. And always the local represented with a flag or symbol. Because for each city there was different symbols. And the protective always half and half. Animal and human. So now we have 40 small room and 40 pillars. Here is upper, here is lower. Over there lower. And here is small statue for the gods. So here god of Cairo, and this room represented Cairo city. Luxor, Aswan, Giza, blah blah blah. Unfortunately, all of the small statues, all of them. You see the ceiling? That's also a new ceiling.
Yes.
We did recently the original one. Yalla.
ഇവിടെയൊക്കെ ഓരോ സ്ഥലത്തും ഓരോ ദൈവങ്ങളൊക്കെ ദാറ്റ് വാസ് ബീൻ സാഡ്ലി ദാറ്റ് വാസ് ബീൻ ഡിസ്ട്രോയിഡ്. ഇത് ലോക്കൽ ഗോഡ്സ് ആണ്. സോ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയാണ് ഈജിപ്തിലെ ലോക്കൽ ഗോഡ്സ്, സുപ്രീം ഗോഡ്സ്, അങ്ങനത്തെ പ്രൊട്ടക്ടേഴ്സ്, അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയുള്ള ഇതായിരുന്നു.
ഇത് 40 സിറ്റിയെ റെപ്രസെന്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന രീതിയിലാണ്. അന്ന് ഒറ്റ ഇതുള്ളല്ലോ,
ഇത് മാത്രമേ കേസ് ഒറിജിനൽ, ബാക്കിയല്ല പോയത്. ഫുള്ള് പണിന്ന് തീർത്തു. അങ്ങനെ 40 സിറ്റി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ആ 40 സിറ്റീനെ ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചേക്കുവാണ് ഇതൊക്കെ ഓരോ ലോക്കൽ ഗോഡ്സിന് വേണ്ടി.
From the Hepsit festival, yes. The king is still running around the ball, and the ball running around the king, and finally he needs to kill the ball. If the king killed the ball, that means he will rule Egypt the next 30 years. Because this celebration happened once in his lifetime. When he done from 30 years ruling Egypt to start the new 30. To prove he didn't get old, he still have power. Because maybe this king come and rule Egypt, maybe at the age of 20, maybe. And after 30 years ruling Egypt, he become at the age of 50, 55, 60. So he's already become an old man. So he do this celebration to prove I'm 50 or 60, but I still have power. I didn't get old. And after the king killed the bull, the people start to celebrate here, normal celebration. They started drinking, dancing, eating normally. But first, the bull fighting. After the king killed the bull, there is a table in the middle, you see? We call the bout double D or T shape for the dead bull. They put the dead bull over there to be approved. Because anyone who will join the party, he will see the dead bull. And by the way, they didn't eat the bull.
ഒരു ക്വിക്ക് ഫോട്ടോ സെക്ഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞ് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ പിരമിഡ് എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ പിരമിഡിലോട്ട് പോവാണ്. സോ ലെറ്റ്സ് ഗോ. പിരമിഡൊക്കെ
This museum called Civilization Museum. Over there we have 22 royal mummies, real mummies. But we have one more mummy. This mummy back to pre-dynastic, back to 35,000 years BC. I told you, Mina, you need Egypt first dynasty 3,000. This mummy 35, so 32 years before. So when I say pre, that's mean very old time. That's why the ancient Egyptian civilization, the oldest in the world, because that's the second oldest mummy, 35,000 years. Can you imagine the oldest, and before any other civilization?
Yes.
So in pre-dynastic period, they start to bury their mummies inside just rectangular space underground. Very easy technique. Hole, open hole, put the mummy, whatever who, king, queen, normal, whatever. Cover it, nothing above the ground. Very easy. Hole. That was the first stage. On the sides. After a lot of years, they start to change their technique. Instead of hole or rectangular space, they start to open parallel chamber. Parallel chamber, that means totally room underground. They open room with the dead person, whatever who, also. But instead of a space, room. Cover it and nothing above the ground again. We don't know if there's someone buried here or not. There's no sign. There's nothing above the ground. The 2 stages, it was in pre-dynastic. It started from the first dynasty. It started from the reign of Mina, the one who united Egypt. We start to see new technique again. So also burial each other on the ground, but this time we start to see just a small step above the ground. This shape. Why? To know here is someone buried. Maybe here is George died in August. Any information? Here is someone. Before there was no sign. But focus on. We called about this small step in Arabic, mastaba. That's the most important word you will listen in Egypt. Mastaba means small step above the ground. The first time during all of our history to see mastaba, first dynasty. It started from the second dynasty. It started from the reign of king. His name is Khasif Mui. We start to see 2 different sizes of mastaba. Huge mastaba and small mastaba. So started from the second dynasty, the size of your team, it become depend on who you are, your income, your job title. So if you are king or queen or high official or nobleman, we will bury you inside huge mastaba. If you are normal, small mastaba. So started from the second dynasty, just the king, his wife, his family, sons and daughters, relatives, high official, noblemen, in huge mastaba. The rest of the Egyptians, the rest of them, small mastaba, small mastaba, small mastaba, small mastaba, small mastaba, the rest. Okay? That's how the huge mastaba looks like. You see? For royal. And we will enter one right now. Not this one, but we will enter another mastaba. And that's how, guys, do you remember the 700 new mastaba we discovered them outside recently? That's how the small mastaba looks like. 400, a lot. Behind those 700, we have another 400.
Yes.
So when we discover one small, crazy number behind it. Because it's always this shape. They told you 2 weeks, we found 5 new tombs, not 1, not 5. And when we digging, I'm sure 100% we found more. And when we found one huge, always one huge, next to one huge, next to one huge, royals. So the first time to see mastaba, first dynasty. 2 different sizes. Second, in the third dynasty, in the reign of King Zoser, where we are right now, during his reign, there was architect. Lives, his name is Imhotep. Imhotep, the most genius architect, lived during all of our history. You will never find any, no pyramids in Luxor. All the pyramids in Giza. 118 pyramids, all of them here. And then another city called El Fayoum, very near to Giza, like attached 1 hour from Giza or 1 hour and 30 minutes from Giza. But anyways, here in lower, no pyramids in upper.
Yes, yes.
Okay, do you see the stairs over there? We will go there to go to see another pyramid for another king.
Okay.
Come on. We went inside. We found just one tiny room, enough for one person to stand like that. When we did X-ray, we found it fallen with stones. If the king built this house for a reason, he have enough space to build at least 10 huge rooms. But he built one tiny room and very huge building from outside. So the king built both of them to roof his palace. Nice. One symbol of upper, one symbol of lower. So he built 2 pyramids, 2 houses, 40 small rooms to roof the palace. Because each small room represented one city. That's the size of the city, it's just symbol. So the 2 houses is just symbol. Upper and lower, north and south.
Yes.
And on the entry of the houses, you will find 2 pillars. One topped with lotus, the other house topped with papyrus.
Yes, yes.
One symbol of upper, one symbol of lower.
Yes.
So the 2 houses just
Upper and
that's it. Yalla.
Guys, അത് തലയിടിക്കും കേട്ടോ.
ثقافة كيف بازالتو بازال from Sudan. Yeah, from Sudan. Basalt store 1 years. Sudan, Sudan. Here, the statue, the figure for king. Sorry, come here. What you
ഇത് മേളത്തെ സ്കൈ ആട്ടോ ചെറുതായിട്ടൊന്ന് പപ്പടം താങ്ക് അല്ല careful.
Founder of the 5th dynasty, the king himself buried inside pyramid, but his family in a huge mastaba because they still royal family. So we have a 3 huge mastaba, one for one of the high officials, one for his son, and one for his daughter. So that's how the huge mastaba looks like. Looks like houses for us nowadays, but that's a chain. But 2 for
royal people.
if it's for a poor, small. The first mastaba here for Inefrit. Inefrit, he was chief just and vizier. Justice and dynasty number 5. Reign of Jonas. Jonas, the king, you visit his pyramid. Here is Inefrit represented with a huge belly. Eat. If he poor, he was represented with a flat stomach. Rich belly, eat too much. So that's the first mastaba. So now do you see the difference between the huge for royal and normal for poor? And pyramid for kings. But that just in the old kingdom.
Yes.
In the new and middle, mastaba for all, kings and queens. And normal people,
Small.
Yunas Ankh, the son of King Yunas, the prince. Here is Yunas Ankh, son of King Yunas. Come on. The third one we will visit.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Guys, take your sunglasses. Come on. So guys, the first one here showing us fishing scene. So all these lines the Nile River, and here is above the Nile. So here the boat sailing above the Nile, and they're fishing by different techniques. So the first scene, fishing scene. Behind here, come on. Here while they pay the taxes, you see, and they record it. Come on. So, we pay taxes from the ancient time. Do you see? Here is Idot, the princess, the owner of the tomb. She depicted with very huge size, bigger than any other scene, because she the owner. We are here inside the tomb of Idot, the princess. Idot represented while she's standing above boat. The boat again sailing on Nile River, so all of the line, the Nile River. Idot the princess, the owner of the tomb, she depicted with very huge size, but her servant, who servant? And I told you here's the Nile River, and here's the mystery scene actually. Hippo get birth, and the crocodile opened his mouth to eat the baby, and Mama cried because she gave birth. Her husband already busy fight with another hippo. Different words. Any other scene you'll see in front of you, all of that is offerings for Idot session. Any scene depicted on the wall, it will be real in the afterlife. That's why when they represented danger animal like a lion, you always broke his teeth and broke his leg. Because in the afterlife, when you get life, don't hurt the owner of the tomb. Behind you, you will find fruits, vegetables, you see, lotus and papyrus, number of cows, goats, birds, lotus, papyrus, all that is offering for Idot. Birds, from the cow. Behind me here, that's the false door. False door or fake door, it was made construction inside Egypt. You will never found in Egypt mastaba tier without false door, no way. In the old museum, we have more than 50,000 false door. All the sizes and all the material. The false or fake door, that because the soul of the dead person will cross to the afterlife passing by this door. Without the door, the soul can go, and that's why it's fake or false. Because this door just for the soul, not for showing us how much the women obsessed by beauty. Not just the women, even the men. When you go tomorrow, inshallah, to the Grand Museum, and you'll see the treasures of King Tutankhamun, his jewelry, his cosmetics, his oils, his perfumes, the eye makeup, the mask. They was obsessed by beauty. The mirrors, hair care, skin care, men and women, it doesn't matter. Okay, so the statue or the representation here showing us how much they was caring about the making. And maybe right now we walk above the tomb and we don't know, because as I told you, every centimeter, this tomb it was covered by them.
Tombs and bodies.
Every centimeter. What we found
ഇവിടെ വരെ
is
tomb
like
കാണുന്നതാ
5%
പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്.
from what is
ഇവിടെ
maybe when you arrive again in Egypt, maybe after 10 years, and I swear, 2 years before, here it wasn't this.
നമ്മൾ ഇവിടുന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞു. കുറേ കാര്യം ഇറ്റ്സ് ടു ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ്. യു ഹാവ് ടു വിസിറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. ഈജിപ്റ്റ് ഇസ് വൺ ഓഫ് ദ മോസ്റ്റ് ഹിസ്റ്റോറിക്കൽ തിങ്സ് ഇസ് ദെയർ. സോ നിങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ വന്ന് നോക്കണം. ഓക്കെ, ലെറ്റ്സ് ഗോ ആൻഡ് വിസിറ്റ് നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഡെസ്റ്റിനേഷൻ. സോ ലെറ്റ്സ് ഗോ ടു ദ കാർ. നമ്മൾ നമ്മുടെ രണ്ടാമത്തെ ഡെസ്റ്റിനേഷൻ എത്തി. സോ ദിസ് ഇസ് ഗോണ ബി പിരമിഡ് ആൻഡ് വി ആർ ഗോണ ഡു ദ ക്യാമൽ റൈഡ് ടു. സോ യാ, ഇവിടെ കാറ്റുണ്ട്. സോ തൊപ്പിയൊക്കെ വേണം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ തല കാറ്റ് പോകാൻ. സോ നമുക്ക് പോകാം. സോ ബസ്സിൽ ഞാൻ രണ്ടായിരുന്നു ഉറങ്ങി. സോ ഐ വാസ് ടയർഡ്. യാ, നമുക്ക് റൈഡിൽ നിന്ന് പോകണം. ഫസ്റ്റ് ടിക്കറ്റ് ഇടണം. സോ ടിക്കറ്റ് ഈസ് ഫോർ ക്യാമറ is I think 700 for per person Egyptian pound, and for camel it's 1000 per person. So yeah, let's go. And pillarku it's half. Okay, it's half, so it's 500. So നമുക്ക് മൂന്ന് പേർക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു മൂന്ന് അങ്ങനെ നോക്കാം. Okay, so let's go. നമ്മൾ എത്തി അകത്ത്. നമ്മൾ ടിക്കറ്റ് എടുത്തു. നമ്മൾ അകത്തേറി. So yeah.
The aliens, but we have the original material used to build the pyramid. So they was put the blocks of stones on those wooden panels and wrap it like this. So that was a technique, and that's the original wooden panels, and those the original roots. So they was not Egyptian. The tools, the original tools.
ഇത് ഓർക്ക് ടൂൾസ് ആണെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് കേട്ടെ. നമ്മൾ പിരമിഡ് കാണിച്ചപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ബസ്സിൽ നിന്ന് നമ്മുടെ സ്ഥലത്തോട്ട് പോകണം. തോന്നുന്ന ഓർക്ക് പറയാൻ പറ്റും. കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. I'll try my best to say it louder. Okay. So let's go.
Okay, my remaining
മൂന്ന് പേര് ക്യാമലിനകത്ത് കയറിയിരിക്കുന്നു. നമ്മൾ അന്ന് ഡെസേർട്ട് സഫാരി പോകുമ്പോൾ ക്യാമലിനകത്ത് കയറിയായിരുന്നു. സോ യാ, പെട്ടെന്ന് ഞാൻ വീഡിയോ എടുക്കത്തില്ല, ബിക്കോസ് ഫോണിൽ താഴെ പോയി പണിയും. സോ യാ, നമുക്ക് അവിടെ എത്തിയിട്ട് ഞാൻ വീഡിയോ എടുക്കാം. ഓക്കെ,
അതാണ് പിരമിഡ്. പോട്ടെ പോട്ടെ പോട്ടെ. Welcome to Egypt. Welcome to Egypt. Nice to meet you.
താങ്ക് യു.
Welcome. Shakira, how are you? Good. How are you? Perfect.
സോ ഹായ് ഗൈസ്, നമ്മൾ പെരുമൺ റൈഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഒരു ദിവസം അടിപൊളി. നമുക്ക് മേളിൽ നിന്ന് ടോപ്പ് വ്യൂ കിട്ടി, നല്ലതായിരുന്നു, രസമുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. സോ യാ, നമ്മളിനി തിരിച്ചതിൻ്റെ ക്ലോസിലോട്ട് പോകാം, അടുത്തോട്ട് പോകാൻ പോവാണ്. പക്ഷെ അത് ബസ്സിലേ പോകാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. സോ നമുക്ക് പോവാം. നമ്മൾ ബസ്സിലാണ്, നമ്മൾ അടുത്ത സ്ഥലത്തോട്ട് പോകണം. അത് ബസ്സിൽ തന്നെ പോയി ഒരു വൈകുന്നേരം 7 സ്റ്റേഷൻ 6 സ്റ്റേഷനൊന്നുണ്ട്. സോ വി ഹാവ് ടു ഗോ നെക്സ്റ്റ് പ്ലേസിൻ്റെ നെക്സ്റ്റ് സ്ഥലം. സോ യാ, നമ്മൾ 1 of the 7 wonders സ്ഥലത്ത് വന്നു.